Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Heart of Bangtan. Welcome to my channel. Monster Love, 6th episode. It was some unknown hour of the night when Zayan pain increased beyond limits. His condition was deteriorating from hunger. His eyes began to turn from black to deep red, and suddenly he lost control. Transformed into his original form and roared so loudly that Amra screamed in fear and sat up. When she saw a dangerous wolf in front of her, she screamed even louder while crying, "Zayan!" She called out to Zayan loudly. She was facing a dangerous wolf in this forest, not knowing that the one she was calling so loudly was right there in front of her. Zayan could not control himself. He never harmed any innocent person, but this time his condition was so bad that he could not even control himself. He was scared inside that if even unwillingly he caused her any harm. Jack! Now she started calling Jack. She felt that today she would become this wolf food. Roaring loudly, he ran towards the forest, and then Amra put her hands on her eyes and began crying loudly. Trembling with fear, she came down. She turned towards the forest, bent to search for Zayan. Both Jack and Zayan were missing. The night was getting deeper. Due to the darkness, she could not see anything, yet she was moving forward. Her feet were bare, and many thorny spikes pierced her feet, but she didn't care. Before she could stumble in the darkness and fall down due to a stone, Zayan caught her. And she recognized him even in the darkness and hugged him tightly. Where were you? If I had died, how could you do this? How could you leave me and go? She hugged him and began hitting his back with her fist. Zayan remained silent like a statue, quietly enduring the beating. His back was already injured. He had punished himself for scaring Amra and attacking her. lashing himself, but Amra was unaware that Zayan's entire being was wounded. When she got tired and peacefully hugged him, Zayan lifted her in his arms and walked towards his destination. Setting her gently on the grass bed, he held her injured foot, which was completely colored with blood. Zayan gently began cleaning her foot with his shirt. Amra began watching him carefully. One of her hands was still on Zayan's shoulder. As Zayan cleaned her foot and tried to move away, Amra held him by the shoulder, pulled him close and hugged him. I was very scared. I thought you had left me and gone away. Zayan gently moved Amra away from himself. His emotions were now going out of control. He didn't want to cross his limits, so creating distance from her when he spoke, it was enough to break Amra's heart. Look, you are not my responsibility, and I cannot bear any burden on myself. The sooner I get rid of you, the better it will be for both of us. Zayan's eyes were downcast. Even wanting to, he couldn't look into her eyes. He knew his words were enough to break Amra's heart. Amra's eyes became wet in an instant. She had perhaps misunderstood their closeness and silence as something else. And everything that happened between us, she spoke in a trembling voice, mentioning yesterday's moment. That was purely a mistake. I regret my mistake. I know my limits and forgive me for yesterday's mistake. You are very bad. I mistook this small mistake for love. I thought you two had lost your heart to me as I had.